Good morning, this is William McKissock with Schooley Mitchell, your expense reduction specialist. This morning I'm here with Angela Stice with Advanced Total Body Wellness. This is part of my endeavour to help local businesses get some exposure and hopefully gain some clients through social media. So Angela, tell me a little bit about yourself and what is neurosomatic therapy?
So I am a certified neurosomatic therapist. I've been doing this work for a little over 2 years. I started a practice actually just before all of the shutdowns at the beginning of February. I was open for a month and a half and needed to close everything down for health and safety concerns. So neurosomatic therapy is soft tissue treatment of the entire body. We do very detailed postural assessments of each of our patients before we ever start to treat them. That postural assessment is actually charted and really is kind of our roadmap to what muscles are shortened and need to be treated to be lengthened, and really gives us a better idea as to what the source of your pain is.
Okay, it's interesting. So why did you decide to become a neurosomatic therapist?
So my story is kind of different than a lot of neurosomatic therapists. Many neurosomatic therapists come from the health and wellness field. I actually have a background in art and design, but I got into this field because of my son, my 15-year-old, who suffered for, 6 or 7 years with chronic back and neck pain. And we took him to every doctor, physical therapist, chiropractor, back specialist, orthopedic surgeon, to address his pain and get him relief. And nobody had any answers for him. And finally, we got to the point where they told us that they were going to send him to a pain management specialist to have him learn how to meditate and live with pain for the rest of his life. And I was furious. And so I did one more online search, and it just happened that the school I went to, the Center for Neurosomatic Studies and the St. John Clark Pain Treatment Center, popped up. And I called and got an appointment for my son. And it was the first time that anyone looked at his body from head to toe, front to back, seated and lying down, and found the root of his problem, which was actually in his legs and not in his back. So he started getting treated, and children are pretty resilient, but he had immediate relief. And so I decided that I would shift gears in my life, and as a new career path, I chose neurosomatic therapy because I saw the impact that it had on my son and the way it has changed his life. So that is really why I do this work, and why I love when patients come into my office and either have a long, nagging, kind of consistent pain or a debilitating pain. And within a couple of treatments, I'm able to restore their posture and they feel 1,000,000 times better.
That's very interesting. You can clearly see you have a passion for it. And obviously with your son, that was the driving force. You saw there was a need. You sought help and you found help using this type of therapy. So tell me what's different about and what makes neurosomatic therapy completely different from the other treatments you would get, like a chiropractor or other kind of body massage work?
Yeah, so two of the things that really set us apart is the complete postural assessment that we do on each of our patients. It's an 84-point assessment from head to toe. We assess you opposing gravity, meaning standing and lying down, so that we have a very detailed understanding of which muscles are pulling your body into distortion. And then we focus so if you go to a basic massage therapist, which I love, I think they're fabulous. They're wonderful if you need relaxation. We're more corrective. So we use that assessment and very specific neurosomatic techniques to release those muscles that are, imagine if your shoulder was dipped. So we release the muscles that are causing that shoulder to dip so that you can stand in a healthier postural alignment or sit in a healthier postural alignment and have less pain. And a lot of times what will happen is someone will say, oh, my low back hurts. And that's not always the first muscle I'm going to touch. I'm going to look at your assessment. I'm going to see where your distortions are. And I'm going to treat those muscles that are causing that pain in your low back, which may not be in your low back. They could potentially be in your abdomen, in your deep, like the deep psoas muscle in your abdomen. So we see the body very differently than a lot of basic massage therapists. We share a lot of same concepts as chiropractors. We want you to be in a healthier postural alignment, but we approach it differently. We approach it by treating the soft tissue instead of manipulating bones.
So I'm guessing that you were to work side by side with a with a chiropractor using neurosomatic treatment. That would be really good for the patient, because you would be working on getting the muscle posture which holds the bones, and the chiropractor would be looking at pulling the bones into place. So between you could both really help patients with joint treatment.
Yes. So your nervous system, your brain and your muscles communicate with each other. So, with specific chiropractic work, I'm not 100% certain how much they actually affect the soft tissue as they're doing the adjustment. However, coupled with neurosomatic therapy, your muscles are what holds your bones in place. So by releasing the soft tissue before an adjustment, it may make the adjustment easier. And also treating the muscles even after someone has been adjusted, it could potentially help that adjustment hold longer. So actually we work really well hand in hand with chiropractors because we share the same concepts. We want you to be in a healthy postural alignment so you can be more active and live without pain.
Yeah, and I can attest to we're getting some feedback here. I can attest to the fact that your work does complement what other people are doing, because as you know, that you helped me get off the floor literally with a herniated disc, literally off the floor. You got me standing up again. But part of that treatment was I was using your work. I was seeing a chiropractor, Dr. Elliot Rivera, the best chiropractor there is. I was seeing Elliot Rivera, and I was also speaking to Kevin Vorta, doing his muscle activation techniques. So between the three of you, it worked. It genuinely worked. Yes. You were able to really dig into those muscles and release them. And the relief I felt when I couldn't literally get off the floor, I could barely get on your bench. You got me moving, and then the other people kind of added their little bits of flavor into it to make it work. So it's apparent that your work is fantastic, and it does complement what the other people are doing. It can also stand in its own right, but it does complement. So you're not a threat to these other people.
No, definitely not.
Added value.
Yeah. So, one thing you mentioned, your own situation. A lot of times when people have that acute trauma or that severe onset of excruciating pain, a lot of times what will happen too is the muscles around that area will become very tight, even in spasm, because they're trying to protect you from injuring yourself even more. So a lot of times what I find with my patients is that if I can get those areas and the rest of your body to release and allow you to stand up, because when I first saw you, you were hunched over. It was terrible. So, my goal, my focus on you specifically, and a lot of my patients, is to get their body to release so that they can not be in that acute spasm and pain, and hopefully relieve some of the pain that they're feeling from their injury or their herniated disc or the other things going on in their body.
Obviously I was a candidate because I've been very active my entire life, and the body just wears down, I guess, as I get older. But in general, what is a good candidate for your neurosomatic therapy?
So really, everybody and anybody and all ages, from small child to elderly person. And I've treated everyone in between. I've treated tons of kids, and I've treated lots of elderly people. My practice in particular, which is located in Prime Physical Therapy, and we share a building with Cooper Performance Sports and Baseball University and Anthony Telford's Pitching Academy. I've kind of tried to focus on that school-aged athlete, whether it be, you know, elementary, middle school, high school, going into college, trying to get them to have their posture be healthier so that they can perform better, so that they don't have pain, and so that they can prevent injury. But I still, you know, even though that's kind of been a focus that I like treating, because you know, all three of my boys play baseball, and so I'm surrounded by athletes all the time. I have lots of people that are from my church, that are from my networking group, that I treat that are not athletes, that just have issues that need to be treated. And again, I can treat any soft tissue in your body. So it doesn't have to just be your low back or your chest or your, you know, your legs. I can treat your eyes, and I can treat your mouth and your nose. And so neurosomatic therapy is a total body approach to postural alignment, relieving pain, and allowing people to live more active and happy, healthy lives.
Absolutely. You partially answered one of the questions I had for you, is like why you started it, and that was clearly the passion that comes from helping your son where nobody else could help him. But what is your vision for your practice moving forward?
So right now, I am a sole practitioner at Advanced Total Body Wellness. I would love to, in the next couple of years, grow this practice to have multiple therapists. Again, treating athletes and treating anybody else who has that, who has pain or discomfort. Whether you be, you know, a weekend triathlete, or if you're just somebody who works in an office and, you know, is dealing with a constant nagging pain. You don't have to live like that. So my long-term goal would be to have a larger practice so that we can reach more people. Neurosomatic therapy is a very small field of amazing people and amazing therapists. So my goal would really be to grow the practice and be able to treat more people.
Fantastic. I hope you keep doing what you do. I know you helped me personally, and I know you're helping loads of people, and I really genuinely hope your practice grows. Thank you, Angela Stice with Advanced Body Wellness, Advanced Total Body Wellness. Apologize for the wrong name saying there.
Okay,
thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and hopefully anybody looking at this listens to the message that you're putting forward.
Thank you so much, William. I really appreciate this opportunity, and it was great seeing you today.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, and over to Dave for the weather.